Kaushik? Kaushik, are you there? Abhay? Aditya Gupta? Agrima?
Yes, sir.
Can you try removing someone?
Yes, I'm not able to do that.
Okay. I hope this has solved that issue at least.
Yes, sir.
So today I wanted to discuss about your extracurricular activities and one part of your curriculum. What do you do these days as extracurricular activities? Anyone? Astha? Abhay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do you do as for extracurricular activity
Sir,
beyond your
I'm
yeah
watching movies and time I play volleyball.
volleyball? So during this COVID period, have you been able to play volleyball?
No, sir, no. In COVID times or in lockdown, I am watching movies, lots of movies.
So your physical activity has reduced.
Sir, I am running in morning, but not more than.
Okay. You have space to uh, go for a run. Fine.
Yes,
Okay. Kaushik,
Yes, sir.
what do you do?
I write, sir. I'm a writer.
Great.
Yes, I write for our college's business magazine, The Crescendo, and also our Mass and Media Club Mavericks. Now that I'm in third year, I'll probably take up editing roles, but for now, I'm a writer.
What do you do for your health?
Um, I'm not really known for that, sir, but yeah, um, a bit of physical exercise when we're in college, uh, going to labs and coming back does that for me. I mean, I'm not really that much.
Your
I'm not
voice is
proud to say it,
breaking
but
up.
yeah.
Roshni,
There's probably some internet issue, sir, because I have joined through my mobile data.
yeah, but now it's fine.
Is it fine now?
Yeah,
Yes, sir. So when we are in college, just going to class and coming back because my room is in Aurobindo, so that does it. But yeah, I'm not proud to say it, but I'm not really big. I don't really do anything for health.
don't you think you should be doing something?
Yeah, I do, sir. I think I plan, but I cannot really execute it usually.
Yeah, being lazy feels good at the time, but it's necessary to concentrate on that as well. The
Yes, sir.
physical well-being is also necessary for your overall goodness.
Yes, sir. It absolutely is.
So at least 1 hour a day, do some physical activity, some hard work. You should
Yes,
sweat it out. You should sweat it out. It can be a gym, it
exactly.
can be a tennis court, it can be a volleyball court, badminton court, or even just walking on the road. It can be anything. But physical activity is a necessity, at least an
Yes,
hour. This will help you in the long run.
yes, I understand.
Just understanding is not good enough. You should act on it also. Okay?
I will, sir. I will.
Yeah. Okay, Agrima,
Yes, sir.
what do you do?
Nothing much. I also spend my vacations watching movies and all only.
Try to make a habit of sweating
Okay.
out. Yeah. And Aman,
Yes, sir.
क्या करते हो?
Sir, I usually take photos and I do some editing things and like this, and some coding part. Not much.
Uh, you should say it's not much. Your hobbies have their own place. Devoting time to them is also a necessity. It gives you a good feeling, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So don't say it's not much. Whatever makes you happy, you should be doing it.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right? ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. But apart from that, try to take out 1 hour a day for your physical well-being. ठीक है ना?
Okay, sir.
So I hope you can pass on this message to all your classmates. I see all of them haven't joined yet. I see 48, 49 attendees. So this was about the extracurricular activity that I wanted to talk about. And the other curriculum part is about your project. You've all seen your scheme, right? Your UG curriculum scheme. देखे हो या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Right. So uh, in that scheme, in your seventh and eighth semesters, you have a project. What do you think you should be doing in your project? Do you have any idea?
I don't know much about it.
Okay. Is it the same for everyone? Bhumika?
Yes, sir.
Any idea about what you should be doing in your project?
So I'm learning web development now. So I think I can make a project on it. Web
Development?
development. Web development.
Web development. Okay, if you're making a website, it is a project, no doubt. At MNIT, we expect that your project should be something new, something which no one has done before. Are you able to understand that?
Yes, sir.
So you should strive for that extra thing.
Okay,
And
sir.
so this is a message to all. If you're if you're thinking about just completing your coursework and getting a job and going out of MNIT, you're leaving out a major portion of your curriculum. Your project is only during your 7th and 8th semester, and even that is not for the entire duration. It's only for a small duration. Maybe you're expected to, we expect that you should devote at least 3 to 4 hours a week, meaning something around half an hour to 1 hour a day. Okay, that is what we expect. But of course, it's up to you how much time you're going to devote for your project. The more time you're able to devote for your project, the better your project will be. So this project may not have an impact as of now, but this will have an impact in your resume forever. So you should understand this. When you make a project, you also make a project report. And whenever you go for any interviews, if you're, yes, someone has a query. Anyone having any query? Okay. So if you have a BTech degree, and most likely most of you are going to be placed from the campus placement cell, but of course not everyone would be placed. Some would choose not to go for placements. There are people who go for public sector undertakings. There are people who want to go into higher studies, and there are people who want to set up their own businesses, those who want to be entrepreneurs. So it's all different categories. So for all those of you who are thinking about a job, most of you would be placed, and it is highly likely that after maybe 2 or 3 years or 4 or 5 years, you would be thinking about a change of your job, a change of probably your employer. You would like to work for some other company. This is very likely. So every 2 to 4 years, there's usually a switch. In the private sector, of course. In the government sector, it's not so common for people to switch. So if you're switching and you go for an interview, the things that you take to an interview are your certificates and your project report. Just keep this in mind. If you devote sufficient time towards your project would be that good. And when someone asks you about what is the project that you have done during your BTech, you can talk about it. And you can answer whatever questions that are raised by the interview panel. So this is an important part which I feel that many students are skipping. I've seen many students who do a very good project, and there are some students who do not devote much time for the project. So I ask everyone to devote time for your project. It's going to be your project. It's not going to be the institute project. Institute will not gain anything from the project that you're going to do. समझ रहे हो ना? This is something you would be carrying throughout your career. Of course, it may not be necessary for everyone, but for some it may be very useful. I wouldn't say some, but if your project report is strong, then it will always help you. It will not make you less. It will only make you more. इसके आगे तो मुझे कुछ कहने को है नहीं, but I want to ask you, what is it that you would like to discuss? Anything you want to discuss? Right now I see 60 people. Where are the other 40? Sorry, the other 60. दिवाली का ब्रेक तो खत्म हो गया ना? वरुण, धनंजय,
Yes, sir.
you know, within I think after 4 days, you're all supposed to be attending classes offline.
No, sir.
You haven't received any notice yet?
No, sir, not yet.
Sir, would you please repeat after 2 days?
4 days.
Like from the next week onwards, we will have offline classes.
Yes, 15th onwards.
Okay, sir.
So you haven't received this intimation yet?
नो सर
बट सर डीसीएस वाले सर ने बोला था कि नेक्स्ट टू नेक्स्ट मंथ से स्टार्ट होगी, कल ही बोला है उन्होंने.
DCS meaning RP Yadav sir?
यस सर.
But you're all presently in Jaipur, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
या अभी भी कोई जयपुर नहीं पहुंचे हैं, ऐसे हैं क्या? You have your midterm examinations from the 1st of December. You're aware of that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So till now we have had about 5 classes, and we'll be having probably another 7 or 8 classes, I think. We have 3 weeks, so 3 into 3, 9 classes at least. So in these 9 or 10 classes, we need to cover up something from which you'll be able to write something for the midterm examination. How many participants do you see in other classes?
So in the previous class, there were about 80 participants.
So why are there just around 60 here? Previous class, this is the first class for today or the second class?
Second.
Is this a problem with Microsoft Teams? Aditya? Can anyone give me any idea about how we can ease this issue of joining teams? Anything anyone would like to ask?
So is it sure that our classes will start offline from Monday?
No, I'm not 100% sure. Uh, but there was a discussion yesterday, so it might be there.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Anshul, you should expect 2 exams in one day. You have all heard of this Make in India initiative, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you know about that? What do you think? Is it necessary to make in India?
So it will help the economy.
I didn't get economy.
So it will help in the growth of the economy of the country.
Will have growth of economy of our country. If we do not make in India, our economy reduces. Is that what you mean?
So it doesn't necessarily reduce, but if we were to make, let's say, our own chips instead of importing them from China, maybe we can sell it to the other parts of the world as well. So we can perhaps make newer industries.
We can increase manufacturing, we can reduce imports. So why can't we make in India? Do you think there is a challenge here? Is there a challenge in making in India?
Lack of infrastructure.
Why can't we increase the infrastructure?
Either government or foreign investments. It's
Hmm?
difficult to acquire. It's difficult to acquire foreign investors into our country because of our policies.
It's difficult to acquire foreign investors. Why do you need foreign investors? Do you think there are no investors in India? Have you heard of the word dreamer? सुने हो या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
So how many dreamers are there in this class? Just raise your hand. Yeah, sorry. So, yeah, what was I asking? Do you understand the word dreamer?